clients question your expertise. To watch now, subscribe for Pro Signage.
Let's talk about Advisor Associate. How do I make sure my signs feel high-end and not generic? So there are several factors that go into this. Generic signs tend to be their own basic size, meaning it's 2 feet or it's 3 feet, whatever is just sort of a sign that you can get off the shelf or a size that you can get off the shelf. A generic sign tends to be that. Generic signs also tend to be thinner or even stickers. So that's another way of telling what they're doing. And often the generic sign doesn't have the customer's specific brand colors. It just has stuff that's close. So it's not quite the McDonald's colors. It's sort of a yellowish instead of the golden arches, that kind of thing. What do you do to make sure the sign still looks good in 5 years? So with signs like Advisor Associates, it's fairly easy. We use good quality materials. We paint it with high-end paint, and then we install it using best practices professional installation methods. So long as you're using good materials, finishing the sign well, and then installing it well, that sign should last a long time. In particular, an indoor sign where it has no sun, rain, or wind to contend with. Those signs should really last a good long time. Why does the Advisor Associate sign look so clear and professional? So Advisor Associates looks perfect for the horizontal space. And we actually gave them 2 proofs because we were playing with the size a little bit to really try to not only maximize the space, but make the sign look perfectly fitted to the space. And so in our proof, you'd see that we actually gave them a smaller version and then this version that they ended up picking. That really makes it look like it was perfectly built for the space, and that was in fact the intention. We also installed it at a height that considered where the chairs and that little table is that they have, so that when people are sitting, their heads don't hit it. If they were to stretch, their arms don't hit it. So there's a bit of science that goes into what the perfect height is for that sign. And all that's what we considered when putting it on the wall. And then we also made the sign 3/4 of an inch thick. Like I said before, the thinner you are, the less expensive, the less nice a sign looks. At 3/4 of an inch, particularly with the lighting up above, that allows the sign to have not only a nice profile, but cast a nice shadow, which tends to give it a dramatic high-end look. Have you worked with clients who are picky about every detail, and how did that go? So we often cater more discerning clients. So someone who's shopping at the high end absolutely knows what they want. And I like that type of person because we're going to deliver a high-end experience with a high-end sign at the end. So that person is perfect. But within the picky client, there tends to be 2 different types. The first is somebody who knows exactly what they want, like I mentioned, and they'll oversee the details to make sure that they get what they get. I like that customer.
Advisor Associate sign exudes financial freedom. Ready for yours? Tap our bio and subscribe.